Why, good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to a special satsang because we're going to be continuing this process of revealing our pureness by letting go of what we're not. And awakening to the pureness this morning means through the power of our breath, through the simple guided meditation, you're going to be able to kind of carry over that natural state that we receive when we wake up from sleep. Before the stories, before the identifications, before the character, and really this chatter that we call the mind begins. So go ahead and get your last few wiggles out. If you want to blow your nose, I really recommend that now. So go ahead and take a few seconds to go grab a tissue, use a handkerchief, really clear out the nasal passages. Because again, we're going to be doing some breath work this morning. So I'll give you a second just to grab that. I hope you're all doing well. Before we begin, I lovingly invite you into the space of the heart to allow the natural aroma of your being to express itself, to radiate effortlessly. So you yourself can witness the shine, the radiance, the beauty of your own pureness, of your own being. And that love and that light and that effortlessness may carry itself throughout the day and the days to come as we ready ourselves for this full moon approaching in the astrological new year and all of the continual happenings in the world. Now we can shine our own unique, brilliant, and radiant light under the world as the gift and unique being we are. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, allow yourself to take a nice deep inhale with each sound of the bowl as it rings. With your exhale, relax the jaw, open the mouth wide, and chant the divine Om. Allow the A note to resonate effortlessly. And as you close your mouth, the U and the M will naturally form. It's here we allow ourselves and give ourselves permission to rest, to simply be as we are, to remain in the knowing that we are witness, the observer, and all else happens around us and presents itself to us. Today is one to be utilized for introspection, to align yourself with spirit, to remember the position you were born into and always have been as the divine being you are. Again, allow each breath, each slice of now, to allow you to enter into a deeper state of relaxation and calm. With this final tap of the singing bowl, again, shift your attention to the sound of the ringing as it fades. And as it drops into the silence, so too allow yourself to shift your focus, your attention, and that awareness of love to the quiet, the calm within and around you. Come to remember your true position, that you are not the chattery mind. You are not the upwelling, the ebbs and flows of the emotions, nor are you the physical sensations, the impulses and temptations that pull and bring your awareness back into the external. You're the pureness that supersedes all, You are that awareness, that silent witness, that divine knower. That is the rider of the horse that is this body. As consciousness, you are beyond physical matter. You are beyond energy. You are the witness and observer of both, the subtle and the not so subtle, the dense physical and the energetic ethereal. With each breath, allow yourself to release all tension, consciously letting it go, requesting it, demanding it to leave the body. And it's here in this effortless state, this knowing of the heart, that we come back to the realization that the body yearns for that pureness. The body seeks that calm. For it's always trying to come after this greater version of what we know life can be for ourselves. The representation of the body itself can be defined as the ego. Come to understand that the ego loves your pureness, your light, and it's always trying to be you. It looks up to you. It knows your alignment is in alignment with itself and life. So let down the arms of the assumptions, the judgments, the expectations. Let go of everything you think you know about yourself. Detach from the physical attachments and identifications. And return home. Return home to the heart. That knowing that you are not the physical flesh. That this reality is not all there is. Begin to entertain that in which you know is in your heart, for it will quickly unfold into your experiential knowing. Here in this moment, turn your head to your right shoulder. Cover your left nostril with your left pointer finger. And from here, begin to take 10 deep breaths, beginning now. Exhale through the mouth. 9 more deep breaths. Five more. Turn the head to the other shoulder. Begin to cover the right nostril with your right pointer finger. And again, take 10 deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth, solely focusing on the breathing, allowing yourself to not count, but to allow this voice to guide you. Simply breathe, deep inhalations focusing on the body. Halfway, continue to breathe. Bring yourself back to center. Take a nice deep, slow inhale through the nose. Continue to breathe and fill yourself up with as much love, with as much air, chi, and prana as you can from this ethereal ocean of energy. Briefly hold the lungs filled with air for a moment, before gently and slowly releasing the exhale again. just as long as you drew the breath in. Allow it to release out just as long. It's in these moments begin to observe the body, the subtleties, the sensations that drop away. And bring yourself back to the recognition here now that the power of the breath is the most simple and efficient in order to bring the body down into a state of submission, of relaxation, of calm, and to energize and elevate the consciousness, the awareness, to a place of pure, effortless observation. As we continue this breath work, look within the experience of your own body to sense the subtle energies, that in which drops away effortlessly, as you begin to build this bridge and road back to the pureness of your own being. Set the intention now that the practice of this simple power of breath, these exercises of pranayama, will serve as the quick reminder to come home, to bring yourself back into this harmonious balance of being, of doing, of observation and efforting. Allow this to be your anchor back to the heart. When you hear the first tap of the bowl, begin to breathe in quickly and exhale just as fast out through the nose. For example, ensure that you're taking as deep a breaths as you can with such a quick cadence and pace. If necessary, place one hand now on the belly button so that you're ensuring you're expanding the diaphragm and lower dantian to pump in the air and expel it quickly from the body. When you hear the second tap of the bowl, allow that breath to be your last, taking in one long and deep inhale and simply holding it as long as we can. Again, simply observe the body, the energies, the subtle, and without as much constraint and efforting as long as you can, hold the breath, filled with air, filled with love, filled with light. Allow the energy to naturally dissipate throughout the beingness. Where is it traveling to? Where were the clicking and poppings observed? It's here while holding the body filled, charged with that energy, that it distributes evenly to the areas in which there is lacking. Give yourself time for this energy to shift and move. And if not observed in this first round, do not worry, there are two more. The more you build yourself up with the prana and chi with each breath, the more energy to be utilized for your revitalization. But even here in the physical components of pranayama, go beyond to realize the power that it holds for the consciousness. The dimming down and turning off of the feedback of the physical body, so that you yourself can establish your true position as that pure window of awareness. Come to observe your pureness radiate and shine as you continue this practice. Again, with this next round, when you hear the first tap of the bowl, begin to take your first breath. And with the last sound, the second tapping, draw in one last breath. If it happens after the bell rings, continue yourself to breathe, release, and take one final breath. Remember to hold and simply sit back within your window of awareness. Again, sit back and rest. Marinate as the energies you draw in continue to seep into each and every cell and atom. That frequency and vitalization process of love and restoration begins to proceed. Each cell within your beingness unfolding its full potential, maintaining its max and peak charge. It's here you come to see as you oxygenate the blood. The body requires less and less air. It can hold the breath for longer and longer. Allow the subtleties of this increased physical capacity to widen that sense of separation between body and your beingness. It's here we can allow the body's feedback to drop away into that quiet and calm as the effortlessness of you radiates. The warmth, the silence, the effortlessness. Again, these are but aromas of the beautiful flower you are. They are but the rays of light observed from the divine star you are. With this final round of our practice of pranayama, envision yourself glowing brighter and brighter with each breath you draw in. Have the focus of the mind's eye to see yourself as a radiant light, growing larger and larger, shining brighter and brighter. As you connect yourself deeper with Source, as you align yourself fully with that love and pureness in which you are. Again, when you hear the first tap of the bowl, begin your breathing. And with the second tap, take one final deep breath. Continue to hold the breath here as long as you can. Allow the focus to shift away from the strain of the lungs and back to the overall subtle awareness. the energies around, the warmth within. What is it that is observed in the internal space? Is it quiet? Is it calm? Allow your focus to be more in this sense of looking, this sense of data collection, as your beingness, your knowingness soaks up the surroundings, the experience in which you're living. But do not overlook the subtleties. Allow yourself to know here that when the mind drops, that is because it has the potential to, at any moment, at any whim. But it is indeed our focus that gives it the power, that gives it the space to roam freely across our window of awareness internally. When we shift our awareness, our presence, to the breath, to a simple action, this aspect of focus and concentration, this knowing of one-pointedness, silences all else. It's the natural tunnel vision we experience. Because what we are is love. Your window of awareness is that pure expression of it. Yet, like a magnifying glass, whatever you shift your affection towards, you give life to. When you give your attention to the breath, to the calm, the mind drops purely because it doesn't have space to operate. You've given your full focus and awareness to something else. The mind has no choice but to drop away. So too is your power. And that in which you're experiencing the calm, the quiet, the warmth, the joy, that is your base state, if one could call it such a thing. This is who and what you've always been. But when we hold on to the temporary, we suffer. Allow yourself to always release such tensions, such energies, through this simple practice of breathing, something you always do. And know that it doesn't need to take multiple rounds of breathing to ready the body, to still the mind and emotions, but a single breath with your full focus and attention that brings you back to home in this state of knowing of who and what you are. The effortlessness, the pureness, the love and light, and that is always shining. Simply marinate. Remember that you are nothing presenting itself to you, but you are the witness. You are the audience in which this play of life presents itself to. So as you rest here, simply come to know your true position with that much more intimacy, with that much more self-confidence in knowing that your kingdom of peace in heaven is always within. Know here that any disturbance that seemingly takes you away from your peace is of your own creation and attachment. So that you may allow yourself to fully feel and let go anything that arises within your experience, using this power of the breath. When you hear the final tap of the singing bowl, take one more final deep inhale. And as you release that breath, transform it into a powerful and mighty Om. As you proclaim that divinity, with that divine chord of your own projection, creation, and beauty. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. Thank you so much for tapping in this morning. I hope you enjoyed our little pranayama special. Now, today is a very unique and special day. The 13th is actually a really funny one because we have this real opportunity to call forth upon that highest self. There's some type of conjunction with Neptune or something like that, but it really just opens up a day of deepened or heightened introspection, you could say. The energies that are coming in and the kind of alignments that have been developing are opportunities for us to really tap in to the highest of goals, of potentials, of abilities, the highest ideal we have for ourselves and envisionment we have for ourselves in life. Now is the time to really kind of bring that into the forefront of our mind, to remember the power of manifestation and our own ability and play in this creation. It's purely up to us to create the world we know that can be possible. And we each have to do it for ourselves first, for it to really kind of collectively express itself into the whole. So, with everything going on today, the purpose of the pranayama is to bring people back to that sense of inner power, that we each have our own ability to calm the storm within. And it's important more than ever as we continue to enter into these more tumultuous times, as these energies kind of pass through, that you have the ability to end your disturbance or suffering, whatever you want to call the despair or negativity that we experience in life. You have the ability to stop it fully. It's totally within your power. That's the beauty of it. Now, the magic here comes to really look within your heart today and these, next few days and maybe even weeks, to look at where you give your peace away. How does it feel energetically? How does it feel internally? What's the kind of feedback from the emotions and the mind when you don't hold yourself with love, when you aren't holding yourself to the highest levels of integrity, when your own recognition of self-love isn't quite holding up to how you're presenting in the world? There's a lot of things we can look at where we're holding ourselves back from. And today and these next few days and weeks are perfect opportunities for us to really sever those cords holding us back, to effortlessly unfold into the pureness that we are, you could say. So, with that, I really hope you enjoyed. And I hope that you take some time today and these few days to really plan out bringing out the best version of yourself, really looking at the spiritual avenues in which you can grow, and know that life in the universe is like right here, right now, ready to help you fulfill those. So don't set the bar low. This is the time to aspire for greatness. This is the time to really come together and in that true Pisces energy and kind of combined with the Aquarius energies, to really think of co-creation and truth and level up together. So with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment, for a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all whom ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you, and I love you so much. Thanks for tapping in. Take care, and most importantly, be that loving light. Let someone you love them. Take care. Peace.